As you look at this Orlando team as they enter play, they've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Now Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
A terrific athlete, started at wide receiver before becoming the starting quarterback at Texas A&M, and also took his studies pretty seriously as well. He was a biology major at Texas A&M, planned to become an orthopedic surgeon, but being the 8th pick in the NFL draft, that paid just a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And his first pass is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, get set.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Janikowski for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. Where the columnist write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run a draw here on 2nd down. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. And they'll go on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the 1st quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nelson's got it here right side. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Tannehill. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.